Yo, what's up, everybody? Tilth here. We're visiting Ohio City Farm to talk to Michael and Lar Doe, who manage the farm and refugee response, to see what they've got growing on. What's up? Taylor with Tilth, here with Michael at Ohio City Farm, one of the coolest urban farms in the city, if not the country. I'm going to let him tell us about what we got growing on here at Ohio City Farm. So Ohio City Farm broke ground when?
So the refugee response started in 2009. The farm began in 2010. So we've been here for 13 years. It was in response to the numbers of refugees that Cleveland was being populated with during that time, and a great need for those refugees to help have some additional direction past the support that is provided to them. So originally the farm and also a home mentoring program were the things that kind of established the organization. Imagine coming here and maybe not knowing English, not knowing how to get a driver's license,
Right.
what is paying a phone bill, figuring out, taxes and all these things that, eventually most of us that are from here learn along the way. These are alien. Some of these things are very alien and not, not something you would just know. So there was a huge amount of effort put into just kind of soft skills and just learning the American culture and what is needed from a citizen here.
Yeah.
So, the farm serves as a workplace,
Yeah.
So this is not we don't really look at it as a training program. We look at it as a job opportunity.
Right.
We have a lot of institutional knowledge in our staff here. A lot of these guys have been working here for 10 plus years. Some of them since nearly the very beginning. And our goal here is to not just grow great produce, but to pay them a living wage and ever be increasing that wage as much as we are able to do that. In last year, we had a minimum wage goal of $15 per hour for like an entry level position, and we were able to beat that and get up to $15.50 when we have a goal of reaching a $20 minimum wage by 2025. With most of these guys making somewhere between those two right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so it's almost, you could think of this as a social enterprise. Yes, it's a working farm,
Sure.
but it's also an opportunity for folks that are arriving here in the States to do what they're familiar with and also be, brought into the fold of everything.
That's exactly right. So the goal here is to empower people. A lot of the skills that it takes to run a farm are a lot of those things people know coming in the door. They may not know English, but a lot of them have had to grow vegetables on for sustenance in refugee camps where they came from, where USAF or some of these other NGOs may have provided grain or like rice or wheat, but they wanted fresh vegetables, specifically cultural vegetables that are important to them. They had to grow them themselves. So that's transferred into the skills that they're able to utilize here.
Plenty of beautiful lettuce here grown in Tilth soil.
That's right.
So if somebody wants to get the produce that's grown here on Ohio City Farm, you mentioned a CSA. How does that program work for you guys?
CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. It's a subscription-based program where folks sign up for a season of produce, which for us is 20 weeks. And then we also have a fall version of that same program, which extends the season an additional 6 weeks. To find that, you just visit us at ohiocityfarm.com and click on the CSA link. And you'll get you there.
OhioCityFarm.com, easy enough. What about coming to the farm?
Sure.
Are folks allowed to come to the farm, visit here, and
Yeah,
pick
that's
up produce?
a great question. So one of the things that makes the Ohio City Farm really unique is it is open to the public during our regular business hours. So from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, people are welcome to come to the farm, take a walk, bring a lunch. We have picnic tables. Starting in mid-June, we are also open on Saturday mornings from 9 a.m. to noon. That is the time when people are picking up their CSAs, but the public is welcome to come through, ask questions. Someone's always going to be here during those times to answer questions or help you with any question or anything you need at all, really.
Awesome.
My name is Lar Doe. I'm originally from Burma. I was a refugee in Burma. Before I came to the U.S., I've been in the refugee camp for 50 years. So I came to the U.S. in 2010.
Okay.
2010, so it's been for 30 years.
Yeah, you've been in Cleveland for 13 years now.
For 30 years now.
Did you come from the refugee camp to Cleveland right away, or were you somewhere
No,
else?
so I was first recenter in Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, and then moved to Cleveland.
Okay, so you settled in Kentucky, and then how did you end up in Cleveland, and how did you end up with refugee response, and how did you end up on the farm here?
So actually, the resettlement program worked like if you were a refugee, you were in the refugee camp, you don't really have many options to pick which place you want to go.
Okay.
So they already pick for you. And I have some family member who first came to Cleveland. He's still working for the refugee response until today. He called me because the farm already existed back in 2009, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he called me, said, if you're interested in working at the farm here, then you can come over. Yeah, this is part of the reason that I came over to Cleveland. And also another reason I came here too, because there are also Korean community, like Burmese community here too. So I want to be close to the people that I know back in the refugee camp.
Absolutely. So when you were back in Burma, did you farm as well?
Yeah, I was very young when I was in Burma.
Okay.
Because I flee from Burma when I was 30 years old.
Okay.
So I came to the refugee. I lived in the refugee camp for many years. And in the refugee camp, most family try to find a space to do like a small garden.
Right.
There is no many rooms to do. So we have like a backyard, just a little bit. But all the family from Burma, most of them are farmers. All my parents, my relatives, my friends, they are all farmers.
So how did coming here to Cleveland, working on the farm and the refugee response, how did that help you get used to living in America?
So the first day I want to say like doing the farm here, and for me as being the children of farmers back in Burma, it's a really cool thing to do with the farm in the new country here.
Yeah.
And plus, it is the first thing that I can say I do best.
Okay.
Because when I first here, I didn't go to school in the past, so it's really hard to find a job. And one thing it really helped me employment. So farming here is it's really helped me.
Help you just get used to it with some of the education around America, and then
plus
just a really
also
good job.
the refugee response. Personally, I feel like it's a really good organization because it's help the people like me when they're first resented in the U.S. And they still have many things to learn, many new things to learn, especially the language is the problem.
Yeah.
So this is, I mean, having this opportunity to work at the farm here don't require much language skill.
Right.
Plus, most of the family here, they already know some farming back in their home country. So it is something that easier for them to start with.
Yeah, absolutely. What is your favorite thing to grow on the farm?
It's really hard to say. I mean, the first couple of years when I start, I kind of know exactly which one I like best.
Yeah.
But over time, I kind of like almost everything what we grow here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's a really hard like to pick a specific thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like most of the crops that we grow here.
Right. So you're managing it. You're saying these are the things I like growing. These are the things people like to buy, things like to eat. So you're going to grow what you like to grow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, what about the soil that you guys use? What do you guys use to start all of your vegetables?
So we at the first when I first started here, we used to buy like the sprout from a different company.
Okay.
Which are a little bit far away.
Yeah.
You have to drive. You have to make an appointment. Yeah. Sometimes it's really difficult. But now we start using the Tilth. Yeah, the Tilth soil and the sprout from Tilth soil company. I think for a few years already. I feel really good about it. One reason because it's very close and very flexible for us.
Right.
Because every time when we need a few beds, we just call. Michael just call, and then they are available just right away. So yeah, so we've been using the Tilth for a few years already.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time today. One last question that I'd like to ask is, if people in the Cleveland area or Ohio find out about Ohio City Farm, are they able to come visit? And then also, if they want to support the mission that you guys have going on here at the farm, how can they support the mission?
Yeah, so they are free. They are welcome to stop by and check it out what we grow here. Because personally, I feel like you should because it's like the farm here is one of the largest urban farm in the country too.
Right.
Plus, it's in the city, in the middle of the city, which many people don't know. Yeah, so they are all welcome to stop by and check it out what we grow here. And then if they want to support by our CSA share, it's one way to support the Ohio City Farm program.
Okay.
And also they can, in the future, we will also have the farm stay here. We used to have many years and we closed out this year because we want to remodel the new farm stand.
Right.
So hopefully next year we might be able to get the new one, and then we will have the farm stay here.
People can come visit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Can come
so more people can come check it out, what you guys have going on. Yeah, the city skyline, the view from here, and the location is awesome. So they can come visit, they can come check it out, and then buy a CSA if you're interested in supporting the mission, and keep an eye out on your guys' farm stand for next season.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
See ya.